Welcome to the biography section of the Whitaker Law PA website. I'm going to tell you a few things about myself so you can make a decision on whether or not you want to contact us. I'm a Florida resident, lifelong. My mother and father were born in Miami. Family comes from Florida. I've lived in the Central Florida area since 1960. My educational background, I went to Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana for my first 2 years, then I graduated undergraduate at Stetson University in 1975. I then worked for a savings and loan association. I was a branch manager, loan officer, vice president, actually worked in the appraisal department for 6 months, and am very familiar with underwriting and mortgage lending. In 1979, I went to law school, graduated in 1983 from Nova University Southeast in Fort Lauderdale. I then went to work for a federal judge in Miami, James Lawrence King, as a law clerk. After that, I went to work for a law firm in Miami doing medical malpractice and drug product liability litigation. I worked for a guy that was a doctor and a lawyer, and one of the best trial lawyers in the world, actually. A gentleman by the name of Murray Sams was the trial lawyer. Walter Ward was the doctor lawyer. I then went to work for my father in Orlando in a high volume personal injury plaintiff's law firm, handled numerous personal injury cases, hundreds if not thousands. Personally myself, numbers of jury trials, hearings, depositions, all that sort of thing. I then went into mediation for a couple of years. I then went to work in Brevard County in 1991. A gentleman asked me to come over and help him with an overload of personal injury cases he had, and he also had a general practice, which is where I got into my general practice areas. Started doing bankruptcy then, criminal law then, family law, which I don't do anymore, commercial litigation, that sort of thing. In 1997, I branched out and went out on my own for Hurley, Parton, Whitaker, PA. We changed to Whitaker Law a couple of years ago. It's been the same practice the whole time. I am a member of the Supreme Court of the United States Bar, the Southern District Federal Bar, the Southern District Federal Bar Trial Bar, the Middle District Bar, the Middle District Bankruptcy Bar, the Florida Bar, and a number of organizations that are connected to those various bars and types of practices. We have a small firm, local flavor. We know the local judiciary. We know a lot of the local lawyers, although since I've been practicing, there's been a lot more lawyers that have come on board. But we'd be very happy to help you. If you have any questions relative to our practice, we would absolutely like to help you out. Little bit about who else is in the firm. My wife has been with me since probably in this particular set of practices since '94. And she still is involved, and her name's Sylvia. She also is doing the Spanish portion of the website and speaks fluent Spanish. We have Debbie Martignoni, who actually was my secretary about 15 years ago. She went out on her own, had a business, came back, and has been working for me for 3 years. So if you all want to come on board and give us a call, we'd be happy to help you. We're very good at what we do. And again, thank you for visiting our website.